Have you ever struggled to get the value from a date picker in your React application? It can be a bit tricky, especially when you're using custom components. If that sounds like you, stick around because today we're going to solve this issue together. I totally understand how frustrating it can be when your components don't behave as expected. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when working with React and custom components. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, how can I get the value of the date picker in React Toolbox? They are using two components, one called Input Date Custom and another called Cadastro. Sound familiar? Let's dive into the details. To understand the issue, let's look at the Input Date Custom component. It uses the date picker from React Toolbox and has a state to manage the selected date. The challenge is ensuring that the selected date value is properly passed to the Cadastro component. And don't go anywhere. At the end of this video, I will share a pro tip that will make working with date pickers in React even easier. To begin, the user needs to ensure that the date picker component is correctly set up to handle the value changes. In the Input Date Custom component, the user should confirm that the onChange event is properly linked to the handleChange method. Next, the user should verify that the state is being updated correctly when a new date is selected. The handleChange method should update the state with the new date value. Now the user should focus on the Cadastro component. They need to ensure that the value from the date picker is being passed correctly to the Cadastro component's state. Finally, the user should implement the setFimVagencia method to capture the date value from the date picker. This method should update the state with the selected date. Fun fact, did you know that the first date picker was created in the early 2000s? It has come a long way since then, but the challenges remain the same. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggests getting the value of the date picker through the onChange event or by using the value prop. You can access the selected date in the handleChange event, which allows you to update your component's state. To pass the date picker value to the parent component, create a method in Cadastro.js that accepts state changes from Input Date Customizado. Then pass this function as a prop to Input Date Customizado and call it in handleChange to update the parent state. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always ensure that your state management is clear and that you're passing props correctly between components. This will save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You should now be able to get the value from your date picker in React Toolbox. Remember, clear state management is key. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.